Hey everybody, welcome back to a very special video. This one is going to look over the processes of grinding out extensive amounts of units for the gifting event by prepping and making an alt account. Something I want to point out in this video, it is not about looking at a debate whether or not it is wise to set up an alt account in the whole schemes of fairness when it comes to the gifting event, but that's really the process of this. We're going to take two players' grind over the last year and as well previous years in using these methods to grow alt accounts, grabbing more units and then able to put in good amounts of scores and also help out their main accounts, as well as forming a trusting bond between them and the alts to then, you know, trade fairly. But something I want to reiterate is that Kabam may actually change their mind. So you could grind out an alt account and by the end of the year they could like choose something or do something that restricts a lot of the alt accounts. So do take this as it may be subject to change, and also if you're making new accounts around the time of the gifting event going live, do bear in mind Command would be subject to change that if they felt that this didn't really speak to the fairness of the event. But still, it's something that's there that you can do. Thanks very much to the two people that submitted information which we're going to go over. Everything should be time coded if this video is more than 10 minutes. And as well, there'll be a breakdown in the description as I normally do for these kind of things, with some top tips when it comes to the methods and as well growing a second account for the means of trading between various accounts for the gifting event. Also, I am going to be keeping these two people as anonymous because, you know, a lot of people have different thoughts about the whole idea of growing an alt account for the gifting event. But funny enough, as I've spoken to many different people from top alliances that got very much the first 100 positions, top 30, and even like I think like top 10 as well, it is a case this is more of a common thing. So yeah, like I said, I'm keeping these people anonymous, but a lot of people, funny enough, do this. So let's go over players number one's experience of creating an alt account, which will be different between player two. This one is more of a low end of grind, whereas player number two's is going to be more of an extensive grind on the alt account side of things. So player number one says, after the year before last gifting, where I was way behind, I created a new account last January and free played with clearing content and doing solo events to get units and the odd couple of rounds of arena when the 3-day event would be on to get the unit reward. So again, that's kind of showing the savvy side of the grind as to knowing when is a good time to grind and gather those units. I eventually joined my alliance without the other members knowing I was both players, and that's good. Being with the alliance does mean you get those 3-day events, and if you are participating with an alt account or not, you can still grab some stuff. The same way even like M's account is able to grab a huge amount of units with her doing very little, especially because she is more of a very casual player when it comes to MCOC. Going further to say, at one point I had upwards of 5,000 units but purchased a special offer for 6-star shards. I ended up with approximately 3,900 units, which I used to first clear of the Grandmaster on my main account, gifting revives and health potions, as I am not the most skilled player and used all of them. No shame there, you know, there's people out there that enjoy this game for what it is, you know, a lot of people do take it incredibly seriously. I would approximate I had 6,750 to 7,000 units over the year, purely doing the easy stuff, autoplay lower 2 levels of monthly quest, and I'm currently at Act 5.4.5 as mentioned, no proper arena grind, managed to get to 34,300 points in a solo gifting event. On the side account, I have so far 2 6-star champions and 3 rank 4 5 stars. This is the process of talking about a very kind of low end, and it's just like a real side chick kind of like stuff where you're not putting a huge amount of effort in, but as well you are maximizing your unit take home by being in an alliance. That's pretty good as well. A low end alliance doing those 3-day events, at least grabbing the units and other types of participation which allow you to get things. If you're getting energy refills from alliance-based participation at a low end, from doing these kind of 3-day events, as well as other type of content as well, you're able to reinvest it into your grind and lower down your unit spend by grabbing those kind of refills and other stuff that's kind of essential, and even doing a little bit of arena grind. But player number two's perspective is more of a hands-on approach to having something of a different 2 devices running at the same time, and again maximizing your alt grind to to maximize further your end of year gifting event grind. Player number 2 goes in more depth when it comes to the alt account creation, saying they didn't disable the new accounts this year. I know a few people who took advantage of it. I did too. From 100% Act 1-2, you can earn approximately 2,000 units. Free Sigil, and they have a new beginner's calendar, which after 7 days gives you 200 units. If you're willing to spend the like 800 units for £5 one-time deal, time the rank up right and you could get 2 rounds of Sigil units for free. So that's again talking very savvy about those first early experiences and what you get back. For about 12 hours worth of grind, I was getting 3,000 units per account, talking about multiple accounts being used here, which to be fair is a lot of work, especially when you don't have dexterity, mastery wise, parry first, max the XP, gold spend ones, then everything into attack or whatever I could buy without spending units. And that's the thing, you make that decision. It's a very hard decision to kind of strip away a mastery build to a very free sense if you are looking to take those units and distribute them out to your main accounts and load your mains. Going further to say, I had one phone auto fighting exploration whilst I was grinding arena like mad or setting up a new account on my main phone. So again, it's talking about the process of growing your ult, stimulating your main, but at the same time trying to maximize that unit grind. It goes further to say, if you were to log in once per day and do absolutely nothing on the account, you could get 100 units per month per account, plus Summoner Appreciation Calendar. If they do it again, auto fight a little every month, get the occasional 22-hour objective, you can easily get 6 to 9k units in a year, especially if you put a bit of time into it. Don't need a real email address to make an account either, even if you did, it takes a couple of extra minutes. Something I want to make very clear in this video before anybody says, why are you covering this and why are you showcasing people that are obviously unfairly taking advantage, because they will be that side. This is not a debate video. A proper debate video or debate podcast would be having people that were for it, against it, a member from Kabam, and as well several other people from people that have done it in high end or not done it at high end, and different types of voices from different places. This is really going over the process of people that have done it. Also, for those that have been scammed in the last event would probably be interested in this video as well, for seeing what they could do themselves so they would avoid it when it comes to the 2021 gifting event, if indeed it drops. But that's just what this video is to look at what players have done, the information and evidence that has been presented as to what they've achieved, and at the same time there may be some options for people that are free to play and want to at least kind of grind to compete with whales that, you know, they've got time over people that are whales that are very successful and do not have the time to do it, so therefore would be more willing to spend. In any case, this player finishes off by saying another thing people were doing, like you mentioned, ult to main, or I had people I've known for years using established Cavalier Thronebreaker secondary accounts in established and trusted alliances to gain trading partners, and that's something that could be quite a good thing. If you know somebody, then definitely kind of keep those bonds together and kind of like trade in 2021 gifting if it runs. I had real life mates make accounts to try the game out so I could gift with them, get them hyped without them knowing I was essentially using them as someone I could trust to trade with. So there you go. Just, you know, if you've got real life mates, then trade with them. I'm very, very, you know, grateful that my cousin gave me a lot of stuff, but as well I wasn't contributing back because, you know, a lot of this stuff is going on content. One thing I will make, you know, clear is that I was saving my units for Abyss runs, which I will probably do next week or the week after. You've probably noticed in the Marvel Contest Champions news, Aegon's bugged again with something else this time, but I will go over that. It may be fixed, but I just don't know with Kabam. Something works, something doesn't. It is what it is. Bringing all this together, the information and analysis from those other players, it can really be put down to a process of these 8 points. Point number 1 is use an alternate device to auto-fight easy content. 2, don't spend units as much as possible on content. 3, get the free beginner calendar and sigil free stuff. 4, after year 1 and year 2, getting 6 stars will boost ult. 5, set out time per month to grind arena ult count. 6, join an alliance where possible for alliance events. 7, do solo events where possible, level up and hero use being the most easiest. And 8, buying masteries will be optional, but free ones with gold are preferred to limit unit spend. That seems to be the process in which they're grown. And that will be something, if players are interested in doing, may actually do as a result. So yes, this has been the video. This has been the dissection of the situation. Take it as advice if you want to go down the route of growing an alt account for the gifting event this year. It could be something that Kabam changed down the line. And as well, this is not a debate video as to going, okay, well, people are in the right, people are in the wrong. This can be seen as unfair. This is some sort of unit loading of some kind. This is not what this video is about. Maybe we'll do something of that, of a podcast at some stage. But look, this is me delving into the inner workings of how people have created these side accounts, why they've created these side accounts, and what have they got out of it to give the players, you the community, a perspective from what they're doing, how they're doing it, and the reasons. So hopefully you enjoyed the video for that means, and we'll do one more video, which will be a documentary type follow-up to the gifting event, which I don't know when I'm going to drop. It may be by the end of this month, not sure. It will require research, structure, and input from other players. In any case, thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to check out Rich's Realm over there. We're going to be posting some Realm content today, and I will be live streaming the new event. Also, I'll be live streaming MCOC over on Twitch, where we'll be doing more of the Cavalier difficulty. Thank you for an amazing night last night. It was so well supported. And as well, up there for new content. Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.